Want to improve your team's performance? Then look no further, my friend, because in this video you're going to get 3 psychology-based tips. That's 3 psychology-based tips that will help you be a better manager and leader. For the best management and leadership advice, all underpinned by psychology-based research, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Friday. So if you're stuck for ways to improve your team's motivation and performance, then look no more. I've actually created a series of 4 videos and this is the first one. So by the end of this video you'll have 3 practical tips all backed up by psychology research, and these tips have worked for the countless managers and leaders I've worked with over the last 20 years. Tip 1. Ask for feedback on what it's like to work with and for you. So in 2017, Ryan Gottfredson and Hermann Aquinas, 2 scientists, reviewed more than 3,000 studies and almost 1 million individual behaviours, looking at the relationship between leaders and the people that worked for them. And they found that employee performance was more influenced by the perception people had of a leader than anything else. So one positive standard deviation, so that was one kind of slight difference in the relationship between the employee and the leader, resulted in significantly more sales and better performance nearly every time. So perception is powerful, and if you want people to have the right perception of you, you need to understand how they see you first of all. Tip 2 is find out what your preferred leadership style is. So researchers from Beijing Jiaotong University in China, they surveyed nearly 300 employees and 75 team leaders across 75 teams in a large Chinese management consultancy. They found that those people who were more driven to action, so action oriented, tended to have, unsurprisingly, a more directive leadership style. Those who were more analytical, who liked to kind of weigh up the options, think Barack Obama, for example, they tended to take on a more participative style, so they would involve other people. And so whilst directive leaders tended to get better team efficiency, they didn't do so well on team creativity. And then conversely, participative leaders achieved better team creativity, but the findings were less clear in relation to team efficiency. So think about what's most important to your team. So for example, if yours is a creative team, how participative is your leadership style? Why not ask your HR team if you can complete some kind of leadership questionnaire, some kind of personality questionnaire that will help you better understand your leadership style. Before we get to the 3rd tip, comment below with the kind of things that you do to improve your team's performance. Help others kind of learn from your own experience. Let me know in the comments box below. Tip number 3 is get feedback on your level of assertiveness. So a study by Daniel Ames and Frank Flynn looked at assertiveness and leadership and the impact on performance. So Professor Bob Sutton from Stanford University, he actually references this study in his book Good Boss, Bad Boss. And he says managers who are too assertive will damage relationships with their superiors, their peers and their followers. But managers who are not assertive enough won't press their followers to achieve sufficiently tough goals. So the researchers surveyed over 200 MBA students to rate their boss's assertiveness, and moderately assertive bosses were rated as most effective overall and most likely to succeed in the future, and more than anything as someone the participants would want to work with again. So finding out how assertive people find you will help you adjust where necessary, and make sure kind of you're getting it right and you're engaging people and you're helping them perform and succeed. So now you know my first 3 tips to bring out the best in your team. But what else can you do to kind of keep things going? Well, don't worry. I've written an ebook on how to build a high performing team. It's filled with practical activities for you to use with your team, so you can just kind of pick up and go and try stuff out. And it's free. I know, I'm too good to you. So the link is below in the description for this video. So click to download and then it's all yours. And if you want to get regular psychology based tools and tips, I also have a monthly newsletter where I share helpful practical advice to help you thrive and shine as a manager and leader. And look, if you like this video, please let me know by liking it below, give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe and share with your fellow managers, and comment below if this video helped you. And don't forget to tune in next Friday for the second part of this 4 video series on team performance. See you next week.